Wow, I apologize. Your boy MC is back. Man, I just did a show. I hope y'all ready to do some voting and stuff like this. I thought I had it cracking. I could be on the YouTube side, but I don't see no show. So let's get this thing started. Some of these videos I haven't seen yet. Uh, hey, it's gonna be some hilarious things. So I'll say a variety show. Proposition 50. Voting. And you know I had to put that EBT and that food stamp thing in there. Where my wallet at? I seen something the other day. I'm gonna show y'all. Give me a second. But but before we start, hit that like button, subscribe, share this information with a friend, and let them know. Hey, it's a red, white, and blue thing jumping off here. Don't I look kind of like that guy has returned? What? Hey, Wally George. Y'all remember that show? Wally George is back, but now he's black. I know some of y'all used to watch that show because man, that was a cool. Hey, I'm gonna get back to that in a minute, man. Wait. Let's look at this graph first because y'all gonna see it on another show to show that it's not a hallucinatable graph. Uh, so this is Melody's graph. She went over this. See? Now that graph is gonna come up in the screen because earlier I thought I was screaming. She she already shown this map. Y'all gonna see it on the news station in a minute also. And remember, CIS.org. Google that, and then you find see all kind of information on immigration policy. But that orange and that what that purple, the orange is legal immigrants. The purple is illegal immigrants that receive all those benefits that you see down at the bottom, right there. See, right there. That's where that graph is on welfare, cash, food, Medicaid, and housing. And look at us. When you see it, when she show it again, it's gonna be yellow for us. But in this one, for us, it's blue. All right. Now let's get this part of the show started.
So if people are wondering why they're not getting their SNAP benefits, we already know that the Democrats are using this as leverage. They've admitted this. I've played that clip before. Okay, they know people are going to go hungry. They know people are going to suffer. They know it's the holidays. They don't give a damn because
So fair use. So now let's really speed it up because now we're going to see some more stuff jumping off in a minute. Let me just give me a minute, and then we're gonna go over here to our girl.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but my husband just tried this new 100 milligram generic Viagra.
Just think about the fun things you do online. Diving into movies you love.
All right, fair
Shopping.
use.
Enjoying free Wi-Fi with your morning coffee.
And there are people like Jasmine Crockett from.
So let's get this thing started. Okay, here we go.
There's two sides here. On one side, you have the yes on Prop 50. That's Gavin Newsom's side. And if you look at the ad campaigns for that side, you're going to see a lot of very well-known public figures advocating for yes on Prop 50 on behalf of Governor Newsom. And there are people like Jasmine Crockett from Texas or Elizabeth Warren from Vermont, AOC from New York City. Notably absent is Kamala Harris, who, as the only Californian in that bunch, she would be a good public figure to put out there as the first Black, first Asian, first woman vice president. So you know it's bad when Newsom won't even get the one high-profile Californian to advocate for his bill. But on the other side of this equation, you have the no on Prop 50, the no on gerrymandering. And the public figures who are advocating for that campaign are Californians of note like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Spencer Pratt. We have a lot of local politicians and local activists really advocating for the no on Prop 50 campaign. It's a tale of two campaigns.
Yep. So she is showing a good point. And then I'm already late. Look, all this free prize and bells and whistles and stuff. Hey, this is a direct attack on masculinity and what it basically will do. And a lot of psychiatrists and people that's not even psychiatrists. Why we have to bring professionals into this, MC? See, the thing of it is that there's no need to be in a relationship, especially if you can wit in individuals to get that sperm donation, and then you can rack up these kids because this has been a generational curse on all sides. So, hey, now we're going to take over the state and just make shit. Everybody doing a whole lot of pulling the rug up on the individuals for seats. Wow, what seats? Do we have to make another branch of government? Because the way it's not looking good. Where is the Supreme Court? Who is them judges at? Writing some of this. But, that's not how it works, MC. So feel free to go over there and check out her shows that she's collaborated with the New York Post. This is how her page look. Let's back it up.
One from outside of California and one from inside California. Just look at AOC's campaign for Prop 50, which is running here in California right now. She begins that ad by saying, "We don't back down from a fight." Who is the we here? You're not from California. None of these people are Californians. What's happening is that Gavin Newsom is really running a campaign for 2028 for the presidential election. And Prop 50 is his pitch to the American people to be their president. He's
Yep. Yep. It's a silent campaign. It's a silent campaign. Get it? Silent, but not so silent. Like, let me show y'all that I'm a big dog. And he making it look like he's going up against Trump. But I guess he figured he can size himself up against if J.D. Vance is running. But I don't know. So it's like it's a whole lot of malarkey going on. So look at her post right over here. This is hers. This is who she collaborates with. Give me a second. Here we go. See the New York Post where it say right there, and Kara Davis. Both of them is in there. So
and there are people like
she's
Jasmine Crockett from
collaborator.
Texas, or
See?
Elizabeth Warren from Vermont, AOC from New York City.
See, she's a
Notably
collaborator.
absent is Kamala Harris, who,
So,
as the only Californian
So,
in that
fair use, and go over there and check out that show. And let's get this part started. Now we finna get to the real nitty gritty of some other things going on right in these streets with this breaking news, variety show, Prop 50, and let's see this right here. I thought I ran this. So I'm running the commercial part first. Fair use and use.
And increasingly, and both
is doing the same for Republicans. The 7-time Mr. Olympia winner appeared on CNN with Jake Tapper, where he expressed sadness at the partisan battle. Let's take a listen.
There's this war going on all over the United States. Who can out-cheat the other one? Texas started it. They did something terribly wrong. And then all of a sudden California says, well, then we have to do something terribly wrong. And then now other states are jumping in. And now this is spreading like wildfire all over the country. And it saddens me to see that we're going in the opposite direction rather than having an independent commission draw the district lines.
Schwarzenegger did push back on the notion, however, that the Republican Party was the ones to blame and that they started all of this. Let's watch.
No, Jake. There has been gerrymandering going on for 200 years. There is such extreme gerrymandering going on that in a state like Massachusetts, it has like 40% of the people voting for Trump, they have zero representatives. The Republican Party has zero representatives sent to the House. Think about that. In New Mexico, if 45% of the people voted for Trump and vote Republican, and zero is sent to the House, zero representatives from the Republican Party.
Yeah, I think Schwarzenegger makes a good point that we should not pretend that gerrymandering is just something that Republicans are doing. There are states, as he's pointed out, that have significant, albeit minority, populations of Republican voters that get zero representation. The same is true for Democrats. If Republicans start tinkering, to squeeze more seats out of their safe states, then Democrats do the same, and it's a kind of an appalling system, and one that creates more warped polarization, because when you create, both parties have an interest in creating these very safe seats, where they're fine with that. Like, okay, well, this state, you get these seats, and we get these seats, and none of them are competitive, which means then the most far left.
Wow. So it's like, dang, we got a strange name, the United States. Okay. Wow. Wow. So, hey, now we finna go over here. And I guess let me clip this out so I won't be dragging. Wow, man, I can't believe all this things are going. Let's get back to what I seen earlier. Now, what I played earlier was this. And this will have to be fair use. And I'm gonna back this up. Melody King, she has this one to say.
What did she think she was doing?
See, look at the looting and the chaos. Is this the one where she shows that grab? Oh, nah, not that one. Wait until y'all see the one I'm talking about. It's this one.
Because they said it's leverage for their agenda. But look at this, and this ties into.
Now, I'll show y'all that. This is the one.
We have there when it comes to some of this breaking news.
Never wanted to do that before, because then benefits to people
I'll
everywhere. Listen, they're getting.
Also leaned in, Colorado, North Carolina.
All right, government shut down emergency fund. Down, illegal, protected and paid and SNAP while suffering. That's not the one. Let's go over here and look at what Carl DeMauro is talking about, so I can get back and find that on the backhand side. Prop 50's movement. There it is. This is the one.
Democrat Party. Basically, she wants to tell what a Christian should be able to see on buildings, whatever.
Wow. Man, I'm going to have to just end this show. Let's just listen to Carl DeMauro. Prop 50, disaster limit. Vote no. Now, not on election day.
If you're over 35, don't make this gelatin recipe that made me drop 3 pant sizes in 3 weeks. I tried it and lost 12.
I'm Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California and a California state legislator, and it is looking bad for Republicans on Prop 50. And fair election. defendfairelections.org. That is our ground zero campaign hub for the No on 50 grassroots campaign that Reform California is running. There, you still have the top 5 reasons that you can share with your friends and family.
Now, read these top 5 reasons right here. I'm going to try to bring it up real close. I don't know. Payments corrupt background. Is y'all reading it? So go to that page. Check out that. Go to that website. Check out it. Look at both sides of the thing and give it thought to like, where would this have us? So that means anything. Look at for the last 8 years what been really cracking in California. What been really cracking? And then, I know for myself, legal sidewalk vendor. Yes, you're starting to see us get out there slowly for surely because I'm seeing some brothers and sisters and people out there selling food, but we shouldn't even rely on that because that rug can be snatched from right up under our feet at a drop of the hat. Like maybe in 2027 when they get close to liberty, we don't want nobody out there doing that. See, a whole lot of things jump off. Indian type of givers. That's what we call them. So yeah, okay. I'm telling y'all, it, that's what I'm saying in so many words. Like we have these things like permits corrupt backroom deals. That's what number two. Number one, allow politicians to seize power from citizens. Number two, permit corrupt backroom deals. Three, waste 200 million on a costly special election. Eliminate fair and competitive districts, not temporary. Will it will be permanent. See, they're making us think it's temporary. Answer to what about Texas? Come on. This is about what they're doing in Texas, not what we're doing in LA. The 200 million is not about what we're doing in LA. And the 200 million will not be spent on what needs to be spent on in LA. It's already spent. The advertising is proof of it. So, and I heard on another show. Now we don't see none of the where's the celebrities at because it's not their turn. It's not their turn to get us to. This is a proposition. They don't need them on proposition something campaign because you know why they won't call them because they may read it and say, "Oh hell no," or their publicist say, or the person that represents them say, "I don't know if you want to do this." So let's get back to this part of the show.
And neighbors as to why they should vote no on Prop 50. It also answers directly the question, what about Texas? More importantly, we are trying to text and canvass as many voters as possible in these remaining days, but we are literally funding this campaign.
What? So fair use. Go over there and check that out. Okay. Let's get over here to the next one because we need to start speeding this show up because I can't find that graph that I was talking. Oh, looters. Now let's check out the looters. Looter chaos. Okay, this is the one. There it is. Ready? Let's get it cracking. All right, I found it. I found it. Check this out. There's that graph.
Their carts and their buggies and no one's going to stop them. A lot of people are saying there's going to be violence. If you try to stop me, listen, I'm going to take out that pew pew and you're going to be dead. I am going to get my benefits. But this is the thing. They are directing their anger at the wrong people. They're directing their anger in the wrong direction because we know, guys, what do we know? We know is I'll just show.
Right? That's that graph I showed you. That's from CIS.org that she showed on the show about 2 or 3 days ago. Get on down, Melody. Boy, your fans will be having it. But when you got 999,000 on followers, shit. Just look at that.
Show you this chart really quickly if you haven't seen it already, but it says welfare use by nativity and legal status. I went over this before, but I want you to understand the yellow are US born citizens, the blue are legal immigrants, and the orange are illegals. Look at these. Look at this. Any welfare, cash, food, Medicaid, in most of these all these categories except for housing, which is equal with legal immigrants, American citizens are getting the least amount of assistance.
Now, do y'all hear that? She said we're getting the least American citizens. That means white, blacks. They're the they're illegals that I've known since the 70s and 80s. Hey, if some of them then lost, messed up their careers and jobs from back in the 70s and 80s, they're not even on that map. They're working. But if their family member is on there, they're not even in the legal alien category. They're over there in the yellow with us. Now, if you stack the blue in that orange, it passed some of these. This data pass 100%. So that's that's a lot, man. Man, the grocery stores they understand. So that's why you see EBT is darn near being accepted everywhere. And the next thing you know, the EBT is being accepted everywhere. Next thing you know, we're gonna be buying clothes with EBT. No, that's a little bit overboard, but we don't know. But at the same time, by having a street vendor, hey, they're gonna be flipping that EBT with them, huh? Because it's no holds barred. The food trucks, and guess who's not going to benefit? Americans. But the Americans got to decide: do they want to go to work, or do they want to hustle on the street, or do they want to do two and two? And a lot of Americans don't even have two-parent household families to even do something like that, because the fabric in the core of an American dream family is for the high class and the what's left over middle class now. Uh, it is very rare that when the government is issuing out all of that it's a two-parent household, because a two-parent household can't get welfare and some of these benefits. Huh? So let's see. What's the rest of this is talking about, man?
The rest are going to legal immigrants and illegals. Okay? Illegals. Illegals should never be on here. Immigrants should never be on here. The only people that the American government should be giving assistance to are American citizens. But guys, that's not the worst part. Because when you go into this, okay, you have Hakeem Jeffries, and the left continues to blame Trump. They blame the right. Over and over and over again, even though we know this is documented, this is said even by their own people, okay, that it is the Democrats that are holding up the government. They are the ones that are facilitating this shutdown because they want leverage. They want leverage. They don't give a damn about people not eating. They said that that's just going to be part of what happens, because they need this in order to shoo in what they want. And it's definitely not to take care of the American people or their constituents, the people who need this now. Just take a listen to this, and then we're going to dig more into it.
This video was created by AI.
Wow, the same commercial.
No expensive cameras or complicated.
That's a trip. That's the same commercial the last time when I showed this clip. It's like, wow, AI.
I want to come back to healthcare in a moment, but the Treasury Secretary accused you of playing politics personally. And I know that your Democratic whip, Catherine Clark, said on Fox this past week that shutdowns are terrible, but as she put it, it's one of the few leverage items Democrats have. Do you think Democrats are gaining from this fight?
No, our focus continues to be on driving down the high cost of living for everyday Americans. Donald Trump and Republicans promised that they would lower costs on day one. We know costs haven't gone down. They're going up. Inflation is moving in the wrong direction. The Trump tariffs have made life more.
I mean, the script is every time they get in front of any news cameras, make sure you put a sound bite and you're rooting that this is about one person. This is so crazy. This is unbelievable. It's like, wow. Okay, they're grown now.
Expensive. for the American people to
Okay, so I can't listen to these lies anymore. Okay, she asked a direct question about them wanting leverage. And of course, Hakeem Jeffries, who can never tell the truth, well, he's never going to admit it. He's never going to tell the truth because he knows the truth. He knows what they're doing. This is a scam to line their own pockets. If you think it's about driving costs down while they starve the American people, while they don't pay the military, while all of this is going on, they know it. They don't care. So let's continue through this, because when I talk about people are losing their minds, people are saying they're going to rob stores, they're just going to take, and then they're putting their anger towards Trump, they're putting their anger towards Republicans and losing their minds. You have to understand that this is all planned. This is part of what the left wants. This is part of what Democrats want. All right. Their own people are saying, and I'll show you some videos of that. Their own people want this open. Okay. The largest union in the country that has backed every single Democrat that we have known, they are calling for the left. They are calling for the Democrats to stop this shutdown. The shutdown is in the hands of them, and they don't care. But while people are losing their minds, talking about they're going to rob stores, some people are taking it even further. They're even more extreme. Okay, listen to this nutcase go on and on about this, and it's going to blow your mind.
I just wanted to come real fast just to make this video, just to make something very, very clear to the white man. Black Americans do not care about your government shutdown, and Black Americans do not care about you taking away our EBT and our government assistance, because Black Americans never depended on the American government to take care of us and feed us, because we never could. We were never able to depend on the government, in spite of what you may say and what you may try to force us to believe. So you can sit back and you can mock, you can laugh, and you can think that you're about to starve us to death, but I'm here to let you know that we are going to eat regardless, even if we have to hunt you animals down and roast and eat you, the delectable crackers and cheese. We will make it happen if we have to. Trust and believe me. And if it takes this government shutdown for Black people to finally come from under the government and understand that we don't need to be paying our taxes into this government, what we really need to be doing is taking care of one another, buying land and growing our own food and building our own nation. If this government shutdown and starvation is what it's going to take, then let the party begin. It's Black power, baby, and we rise.
Now, that lady was hilarious. I had to speed it up because she was playing some music, and then sometimes the copyright strike will come right there, and then you got to take the music out, and it may take out what she's saying. So I speeded it up. I mean, she up here with her Maya Angelou twist on it at the end, and then Black Power this. This is someone snap, man. And you notice another thing? She has a TikTok. So a lot of people is trying to get paid by, doing something on their phone and jamming. Look at her eyes. She like, did they buy it? Oh, well, I meant it, but did they buy it? I don't know. Well, and then right when that went off, she went to check to see did she get some views. I probably track her down just to see how many views and clicks that she got. But feel free to go over that. And I heard Melody say she got some Democrats. I want to see the ones that she's talking about. So I was going to end it right here on her show. So fair use. Thank you, Melody girl. Your fans love you.
I just wanted to come.
Really? What did she think she was doing there? Now she's calling to eat white people, eat the crackers, because
yeah, cannibalism. Woo-wee.
Because people are laughing and they want to starve Black people. Why is your anger not directed towards Hakeem Jeffries? Why don't you go eat him? Like, white people have just done this to you, right? And I agree, grow your own food, create community, that's great. But this whole fake, and then she goes, like the little preacher thing that she added into this, like you really are having the crazies come out here. They're saying and doing anything, right?
So I'm gonna take it up a notch.
Into that country or any type of criticism, anything, they are getting jailed. And I'm not talking about small time. People are going to jail for like 2 years. And this digital ID, they're saying you can't work, you can't buy groceries, you can't do anything. They are trying to completely control your life. Like, think about this.
Let me just point out.
Now, I haven't seen this part, but he said, let me just point out. So let's see if he's going to be American. Play the tape, MC. Let's get it in.
Out, if I might, that we are 29 days into a Democrat shutdown. And the senator from New Mexico was absolutely right. SNAP recipients shouldn't go without food. People should be getting paid in this country. And we've tried to do that 13 times. And you voted no 13 times. This isn't a political game. These are real people's lives that we're talking about. And you all have just figured out, 29 days in, that, oh, there might be some consequences. There are people who run out of money. Yeah, we're 29 days in. And they've done their best to make sure that a lot of these programs are funded. But at some point, the government runs out of money. 13 times, people...
And you hear what he said. And then what I'm up here saying, and y'all was laughing that Kevin Samuels said it also. And I'm going to bring that up to make sure you hear that. Because he was basically saying, women, ladies and gentlemen, how long do you think we can afford to do this? Then he showed us an example on the other side of the world, China. This is what's going on and what could happen. And it's already has happened. Already has happened. And you know their population is bigger and bigger than ours. And now we're more than 29 days in. So let's see. Now he said his part. Let's see if it's another person, because she said she has some people up here.
over here voted to fund SNAP. 13 times they voted to fund WIC. My aching back. 13 times people over here voted to fund SNAP. 13 times they voted to fund WIC. My aching back. Finally realized this thing has consequences.
Yes, it has consequences, but they want those consequences. So not only are illegals the ones who are, or immigrants who are the illegals and immigrants are the ones benefiting the most from government assistance, okay? But they're also doing things now so they can ensure that those people continue to receive assistance, that those people continue. Why? Why is that? While they starve the American people, while people are losing their minds because, you know, they're not going to have their food, they're not going to have this assistance, their base, mostly their base, this is mostly Democrat base who is not going to get that, they are still ensuring that these people, that the illegals are still taken care of. Why? Because that is their new voter base. That is why they opened the borders. This is why they wanted open borders in this country, so that they can build up those households, so those people become voters for the left. Because if you let them just come in and then they get all.
So let's see if it's some more. Look at this. And look at this.
He actually used to.
And look at that. Let's look at this.
What he has to say, because after that deranged rant, at least we can hear somebody who's reasonable.
So over 40 million people are about to lose their SNAP benefits on November 1st due to the government shutdown. But why does this feel like a setup? Now let me slow walk you through this whole situation, starting with Walmart, because people are saying on the 1st they're going to raid Walmart because they don't have food stamps. Now keep in mind, Walmart makes over $3 billion a year on the SNAP benefit program, which is 25% of the entire program annually. Which is pretty interesting, being that they are one of the sponsors for the No Kings protests, in which other globalists were actually funding the No Kings protests, like Ford, the Rockefeller Foundation, George Soros, just to name a few. But Walmart makes over $600 billion, so $3 billion is a drop in the bucket. So who really benefits and what's really going on? I mean, not only it's about money, which it is, because Walmart lost over $20 billion over the last 5 days, which could be a great opportunity for insiders to buy a cheaper stock. But it's about power and control as well. Could it be that all these corporations, big tech, billionaires want to induce civil unrest to implement a digital ID? Because out of chaos comes order. I mean, you have Bill Gates and Larry Ellison all pushing for a digital ID, in which right now is a New World Order situation in the UK, in which their problems is based on immigration, which easily can.
Now, I mean, they want that microchip and microchip stocks. Everybody know if they can implement that digital ID into everybody's skin, that whoever's on top gonna have the bulk of the stock and control. And now they will know everywhere you go. And that guy that was trying to warn us, Snowden, no one haven't heard from him. He was like trying to warn, and they shut him down because he was about to probably say something about all this. So wow. And I love the music that's going on right.
Be induced to implement a digital ID, and guess which group has 60% of their group on SNAP benefits? Immigrants. Immigrants do, and they know this, so it seems like we're being played from both sides. I mean, it would be kind of crazy. Companies like Amazon plan to lay off over 500,000 jobs over the next 5 years due to AI automation, crushing the middle class, causing civil unrest. Not to mention, UPS just cut 48,000 jobs.
Wow. Wow, and my sister said she just quitted Amazon and now she got a job at UPS. Ain't that something?
Day. So the question is all this orchestrated so we're worrying about SNAP benefits and immigration being separated, black, white, all while they're building a new world order situation for us? Could be. All the while, we still don't have an Epstein list, which is probably a distraction on top of a distraction at this point. Make sure you guys hit up my YouTube for more info, but what do you guys think about all this? Let me know below.
So this all ties together, guys. I haven't even gotten into the digital IDs, what they're trying to usher in, the
So, you know, so far the show is going on. Feel free to go over there and check out Melody King. And I'm gonna leave it right here on the floor for y'all. Thank y'all for coming to the show. And remember, recovery is an inside